This week on the podcast we have...
The Kentucky Fried Movie and War Machine.
Winter Soldier, Civil War.
The Team 4-Star Copyright Crisis.
Twitchy androids and old people candy.
Nerf and the voice of God.
Yeah, buddy.
Those are two voices you haven't heard too often, especially with our extra special guest. Find out who it is on the official Team D.B.A.H podcast number 119. Come join us, why don't you? Hello and welcome to the official Team D.B.A.H podcast number 119. I'm Charlie Danger82, and with us tonight we have Craig.
Hello.
Hello, Craig. We have Heather.
Yo.
Hello, Heather. And, as promised, this is after Thanksgiving. You might know him as the super secret guest I announced a couple weeks ago. Fresh from any Friday Night Debauchery that we play on the Xbox One. Fresh from his own YouTube channel, where he reviews and tells you all the awesome stuff about a plethora of, what do we say, automatic, non-automatic, spring-loaded dart guns of destruction. We have Griever 2112.
Thank you for having me. Hello.
Thank you for being on.
Well, thank you for having me.
Is that the
Thank
year
you for
in
being
100
on.
years?
We can do this all night.
Keep going. I like how this is starting off. This is very nice.
It's like when you
Also,
get stuck
this-
holding the door.
Yeah. This is this is also the podcast where this is also the three old men and just Heather rolling her eyes usually at all the dad jokes that are probably going to be floating around tonight. So stay tuned to that, kids.
Man, I didn't know come to sauna.
What?
Someone got
Hey?
it.
What'd you
Doesn't
say there?
matter.
Would you like some raspberry candies? Anyway.
I thought they were lemon flavored.
Oh, lemon drop
Butterscotch.
candies? They're sugar-free.
Cool.
No, I'm allergic,
Got it.
sorry.
What about the butterscotches? Those are the
Oh,
biggest
the
ones.
butterscotches. That shit's the bomb.
As long as they're not sugar-free.
Yeah,
Oh,
sugar
dude.
free's bad. Bad.
Sugar-free is bad.
I'm actually allergic to it.
I think,
Well, it-
Craig, you're allergic to
It
it
does
too, aren't
bad things to me.
I get very big, gigantic migraines, and I just go to bed
I
for
would
12
rather
hours.
have migraines.
you? Oh.
I didn't know someone could actually be allergic to the sugar-free stuff.
I'm allergic to aspartame.
Ah,
Yeah, it's all that fake sugar stuff.
Which
that
actually isn't worse for you, but you know, it's nice.
Is that what they used on sugar-free stuff back in the day? Like when, Griever, Craig, and I were kids? When the older people used to have those sugar-free candies, and it was like very hard to dissolve plastic?
No, I think they're just trying to kill you.
I think they were too.
yeah, I think that was just hard plastic.
Yeah.
Have some of this. It's good for you. You have strong bones and muscles.
Back in my day, we didn't even get plastic.
Make the whole bigger.
Sorry.
This is a plump one. We're going to feed him a couple more candies. It's a plump one. It's going to take a few more. Oh, hello, sonny boy. Sorry.
That's secretly the gingerbread house is entirely sugar-free.
Oh shit, son.
Yeah. That's why they killed. That's why they killed the witch at the end, because it was that sugar-free crap.
Just drove him insane.
And they were just like, "We're not having this shit."
Don't bring that weak ass shit into my house.
Wait, what if the house is already made out of it?
Bwah. Bwah. Gingerbreadception.
Gingerception.
Gingerbread house inside a gingerbread house.
Oh my god.
What if there's
Holy
a normal house
shit.
inside the? There's a normal house inside the gingerbread house.
What if the gingerbread?
It's a never-ending house.
Inside that house.
This could just go on forever.
We got a cookie.
Ever and ever and ever and ever.
Oh,
Like the
Jesus.
Energizer Bunny.
So let's get on to the important thing. We have the special guest here. Griever, for those people who don't know you, why don't you say a little bit of stuff about the Griever here?
Okay, well, I enjoy playing Friday Night Debaucheries with you guys because it's just oodles and oodles of fun on the Xbox, and I don't own a PS4. In my spare time, when I am not watching my children and spending time with my wife, I am modifying and reviewing Nerf guns on my YouTube channel, The Griever 2112.
Very, very awesome.
Yes.
Do you have a favorite weapon of choice that you've either modified or reviewed so far?
Well, I have always been partial to the Alpha Trooper, which was the very first one I really kind of worked on extensively. But since Nerf released their Elite line, they have one called the Rough Cut 2x4. And I don't know what it is. It's basically an 8-dart shotgun, and it's compact, and it's amazing, and I don't know why. I just enjoy that greatly. I have like every single version of it on my wall of fame, so to speak. And
It is a
I don't know,
very
I just want
impressive
to-
wall of fame. Very impressive.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, the Elite series. Are those? They fire the smaller ball type projectiles, or
No, that's the new Rivals line.
okay, the
That's,
Rivals one. Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of like Nerf's way of saying, hey, we want to be cool like paintball, but we don't want to be paintball, so you get to shoot these little foam golf balls at each other at 100 feet per second. And it's like, okay. I mean, I have no problem with them. They are actually fun to use, but the only problem is, though, most everyone uses darts. So if you go with one of those things, it's like, you're out of ammo, you're screwed.
You know, one of our favorite things we like to talk about here on Team D.B.A.H, which is not actually a thing, it's a person, Max Landis, the creator of Death and Return of Superman, the awesomest internet video ever. He has some videos on his site, Up to My Knees, and he there's like a yearly Nerf war that he has in like one of the parks in LA, and it's really awesome. Everybody shows up in different like costumes and everything, and you just see a bunch of weirdos and hipsters shooting Nerf darts at each other. It's really awesome. I highly suggest you check out his channel.
I'm definitely going to check that one out. Yeah, we have something like that actually here on the East Coast. It usually happens the first weekend of August, and it's actually called APOC. And we get people from all over. We get some people from the South. Usually, it's mainly the Northeast contingent that usually shows up, but we get people from Ohio, Michigan. We've actually had people come from California for this thing too. About usually 70 people or so at a park that we have out on the shore in New Jersey. So I mean that's always like the must go to war of the year for us at least.
You know, Jersey is kind of becoming a LARPing mecca, if you will, with Dystopia Rising. This is base of operations usually is in. They usually have all the games in Jersey, and we're getting a lot more. Like I know that there are a lot of Nero events up here as well. Like I have a friend, my friend Nate, routinely used to go into a lot of the Nero events, and he'd be. I would ask him why do you go there? It's like, oh, it's cool. You get to like be in character all weekend. You get to wear chainmail. Some guys bring plate armor, and you know you just it's basically you have to fend for yourself for the entire weekend and everything. And there's like woods and stuff like that. And then I asked him again, why do you do this?
It's fun. It
Because
just
the
is.
outside scares me,
The outside
and I don't understand it.
It basically really is kind of just fun. I mean, I remember the first Nerf war I went to was about maybe like 3, 4 years ago.
Mhm.
And it was just a bunch of guys, well, mostly college kids, but bunch of bunch of friends getting together at a park and just basically shooting each other with darts. Although we used high-powered homemade stuff with homemade darts, but that's besides the point.
And now the truth comes out.
The truth comes. Yes, the dark, seedy underbelly of Nerf modding, building your own
And that's
weapon
why
of
it's
destruction.
illegal.
No,
Have
it's
you
not
checked
illegal.
Have you checked out any of the new Halo guns?
Yes,
They
I have
aren't
seen.
Nerf, but
Yeah, no, that's Mattel trying to get back into it.
yeah.
Yeah, the Boomco line.
Yeah.
I've dabbled with those. Those are actually really cool. I really want to get the Needler. It looks so awesome.
All the needles light up on
Yes.
top. Yeah, they do. They're pretty awesome. I want the submachine gun. I have the Magnum,
Mhm.
and
Hate
although I
it.
don't
I-
shoot it very awesome, it's
I-
just
I have been
awesome
trying to
looking.
get my hands on one of those, and my local Target really sucks, but every time it's always sold out. I'm like, God damn it.
I've gone to multiple Targets and I haven't seen it in a single Target, but I've seen it in every Toys R Us I've gone to, if that helps at all.
Yeah. Well, I actually went to a Toys. I was actually at a Toys R Us recently because I had to get something for a friend for Christmas, and I actually
I think
saw
he
the
needed to
two-pack.
get something for himself, really. He just wanted to cover it up.
I just like how he had, like,
A
make a
friend.
reason to be
Don't-
there. It's just a friend.
This isn't
Wasn't
this isn't
me.
for me. It's from a friend.
Mhm.
But no, I did see the 2-pack that came with the blue Magnum, and that was actually pretty cool. I just didn't have the money for it.
Yes, I frequently shop for friends at Toys R Us like every week when I go there. All the time. I mean,
Totally.
Craig has so much stuff because I'm always shopping for friends. It's so weird. What am I going to do with all this stuff? This is for kids and babies.
Well, see, I also have the great excuse of my kids because my daughter loves playing with my Nerf guns, and now my son is starting to. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, you got to start them young, man.
And ample eye protection. So that's
course.
always a good.
Yes.
We
Well,
endorse goggles here in Team D.B.A.H.
Yes. Yes. Always wear eye protection because I can tell you a good story about the first time I was at a Nerf war. What happened to me?
By all means.
About maybe midday. It was right before we broke for lunch. We were playing around. I was poking around a tree to try and get a shot on someone, and from probably about 60 feet away, my friend Corey, and he hates when I tell this story, but I just say it's the perfect thing to prove that you need eye protection when playing this.
Mhm.
From about 60 feet away, popped me right over my left eye, hit me right on the eyebrow. Now, I was only wearing my glasses at the time. I did not have eye protection because I thought to myself, it's a Nerf gun. What could go wrong?
Mm-hmm.
My vision was blurry for about 45 minutes,
Holy shit.
and
That's not
I had a black eye for about 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh
about
man, come to work. What'd you do this weekend?
yeah, like seriously, if it was like an inch lower, it probably would have like hit me square in the eyeball, and that would have really sucked.
And you look like Big Boss.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, I've always said when the youngins, no offense, Heather, have always like been getting around going, oh, I'm such a hardcore gamer. I'm such a hardcore gamer. What do you play? I just play Call of Duty. I'm like, that's nothing. I've been playing games since Metal Gear before it was solid.
That's right.
You.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, wait. Perhaps we need to explain this. Metal Gear Limp.
I,
I was thinking more of, other bodily functions, but you can go
Oh.
with that.
Oh my. I'm going to be sick. So, well, the you know how when we were kids and racquetball was a thing, and the big thing with racquetball was always wear goggles or protective glasses when you're doing racquetball because you're going to hit the ball, it's going to come back and it's going to hit you in the eye. The very first time I played racquetball, it was at like a friend's birthday, and it fucking happened. I hit the racquetball, it hit the wall, it hit me dead in the fucking eye. I was like so scared on the way home because I thought I was going to get a black eye, and luckily I did not.
It's like people know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
My
Like,
God.
cut away from yourself and not towards yourself.
Yeah, that's how my dad did that with a pumpkin, and he sliced his wrist open.
That's
Nice.
I was trying to open up a Marvel Legends figure because they come in these
You
indestructible
nerd.
clamshell figures. Yeah, I know. And I had a knife and I was doing it, and I was trying to cut through it, and I ended up stabbing, just full on stabbing myself in the leg.
Oh my God.
Like, I didn't slice, I didn't like scrape. No, it just went hunk. And I went, huh. And I looked down and I'm like, oh no, 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 no. And I'm like walking around my room going, no, 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 no. Because it was like 3 or 4 days before Christmas. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I can't go to the hospital. No, 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 no.
I could just picture the initial reaction like that scene from Young Frankenstein when he stabs the scalpel into his leg and Leadstone just looks at it and then just holds on to it. He's like, okay.
But in this case, the Marvel Legends figure was caca, and not my grandfather's work. So there's that.
Well, what was the figures? This way we can know if it was at least worth it or not.
Oh, it was because it was the Black Panther figure that came out in the Sentinel Build-A-Figure line of Marvel Legends. And the figure itself is fucking completely rad. It is the best, one of my favorite actual Black Panther, I mean, one of my favorite Marvel Legends figures that they ever came out with. It was done by Toy Biz, and they knew their shit back in the day. Everything was just so hyper detailed. And articulation for days, double hinged elbows, double hinged knees. And the feet were actually jointed too, so you could really just pose it any way you needed to. Everything looked like a McFarlane figure or McFarlane drawing by the time you were done.
Nice.
Like, their legs don't belong up there.
Kind of getting nostalgic. Whatever happened to Toy Biz? They just like disappeared. They're like the
Toy
big
Biz?
figure. Yeah, they're like the big figure like maker back in our days.
Yeah,
Like
they totally went under. I think it's because they produced so much, they banked so much on the Lord of the Rings line and invested so much in the license when it just didn't sell as much as the Hero line.
Yeah.
And I think I think a lot of it had to do with probably the materials going up in price, because around like second Gulf War time, petroleum, like, we had that big scare where petroleum and gas just went through the roof in price, and that also raised all the price of plastic. That's why toys all of a sudden went from being reasonably priced to, what the fuck, I'm not paying $20 for an action figure.
I can remember those.
I remember those too. I mean, shit. What was it, Valentine's Day, Craig? Craig and I were back in college, and
Was it?
back when KB Toys was around. Yeah. And we walked in, and we both had significant others at the time. And we walked in, but lo and behold, right there were like 3 for $5 Stargate figures from the movie. Not the show, not Atlantis or anything like that. Stargate figures. And we looked at them and we were just like, oh my god, I'll get this one, and you can get this one. And Craig's like, we can get them all, and it's great. And we were like formulating the wars we could have in our head. We're in college at this point. This was like 20 years ago in the grand scheme of things. But even 20 years ago, we were adult man children, and we're like deciphering all this stuff, and then all of a sudden we were so let down because we remembered, oh shit, we gotta get presents for them. Fuck. Fucking Valentine's Day.
That was exactly
Oh my
the
God.
conversation too.
Yes. As
Word
if
for
it were
word.
yesterday. So vivid in our minds.
Uh,
Well, it's Craig.
Speak.
Craig, it is the most wonderful time of the year.
It is that time again, isn't it? Damn
It
song.
is.
Song
So,
is-
no shit, there we were. Actually, you know what? I've told this to so many fucking people, Craig. Your turn. I'm passing the torch to you.
So, there we were. We're on our way to go Christmas shopping, which is literally what, like a minute from your house
Yes,
to the mall,
driving.
driving.
Hmm.
And there's one like bigger intersection before there. And radio's on, and it's Christmas time, like this time of year. And then all of a sudden, right? Well, actually, did the music start first?
Oh, the music's. That part is kind of a blur to me. I think
It
it
is,
happened
it
at the
is.
same time.
It almost happened at the same time because the light
Yeah.
changed and I was about to go, but then all of a sudden, this procession of cars was in the middle of the intersection and nobody can go anywhere. And that procession of cars was a funeral procession.
Hmm.
Right as the radio was blaring, it's the happiest, time of the year because I don't want to sing
Most
that song.
Wonderful Time of the Year by Andy Williams.
Yeah. And there we sat for like 10 minutes watching this procession drive by while the song
Wow.
was
Couldn't bring ourselves to turn the channel either.
just, yeah. It was like, it's
think
kind
I
of
cried.
scripted. I'm pretty sure it's scripted and there's cameras everywhere.
Absolutely.
oh my
Absolutely.
God. I don't know. I think that song would kind of lose meaning for me at that point. Just watching that horror show.
Every day. Oh, well, it's happening again. You want horror show? Okay, so last weekend, no shit, there I was. We had to get up really early because a vanity needed to be returned to. I'm not going to say it. I don't want to discredit them. I'm just going to say that the home store we brought it back to rhymes with blows. And we bring it back, and we get in the car, and we're driving, and the song Hello from Adele comes on. Okay, sure. We get there, we return the vanity, we get back in the car. This is about 10 minutes have passed.
Hmm.
We turn on the car, 2 more songs go by because we're going to a home store that rhymes with Blom Kipo, and we're driving there. 2 more songs go by, and then the Adele song starts again. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of getting sick of this fucking song. We buy a new vanity. Come back to the house. So pulling into the driveway. Different channel. The Adele song comes on. It's like, please. We acknowledge that you're trying to greet us with hello. Goodbye.
No, that's
Bring it
Beatles.
into the house. Thank you. We turn on the radio in the house because we're
Oh my
trying
God.
to open the vanity. Turn on the radio, different station, of course. First song that plays is Hello by Adele. Naturally, because it doesn't take much, I'm getting very angry at this point. Find the vanity sink is all chipped to fuck. So we have to go back
Oh, gee.
to Blom Kipo. Now we get there, wait in line because this was the return day for everybody. There was a line of roughly about 15 people out there. We
Oh
go,
my god.
and I'm
Poor
holding a
person.
sink through this entire time, and we get it all returned and everything. We get back in the car to drive home. It's the fucking song one more time. Hold, please.
Okay, bye.
Just wow. And that's the reason why I don't listen to the radio anymore. I just got so sick of that.
Hi. Hi. Anyway.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
We held on
Hi.
tightly.
Yes.
I see what you just did there by saying hello. You're not allowed on the podcast anymore. Okay. Across from
Hello?
Reaver from and Craig apparently is not allowed on the
Me
podcast
you're
anymore.
looking for?
Oh well. All right.
I
well,
just
he
I
just
even
did
know
the
the
line
lyrics.
Richie one.
Greeted you. I didn't
He's
at
totally
least
okay
sing.
now.
Well, this was a fun run now.
But fuck, man. I mean, it was either that or that fucking Renegade song. Yeah,
love that
yeah, living like a renegade.
Oh.
That one?
I love that song. It's the best.
I liked
See,
it the
that's
first
what-
3 times I heard it too.
See, I don't listen to the radio
In 10 minutes.
because
No,
of
that
that
was
exact
like in 2
reason. That's why
hours.
no one listens to the radio, Charlie.
Yeah,
Wait, what now?
I don't think I've actually listened to the radio other than for like the Christmas carols in probably like 7 years. Because prior
Wow.
to my current job, I used to work at a bank that used to have like the popular stations in New York
Oh.
City, and I swear to God, I heard the same song 5 times in like 4 hours, and I wanted to throw that through the bulletproof glass.
Yeah, we have one of those. It's called Weeby 108. Shout out if you want to sponsor us
Shout-
right here. Love you guys. Stop playing Adele. Bye. All right. I don't think we're getting Weeby 108, Craig. I think I burnt that bridge.
Just a little bit.
That son of a bitch is an Adele hater. We're not gonna sponsor him.
Ever.
We love Skyfall. It's amazing. Whenever I hear Skyfall, I can just imagine Master Shake from Aqua Teen Hunger Force singing it. Don't know why. That's just me.
It was a decent Bond movie, at least.
If it wasn't all those fucking poses he was doing, it was a great Bond movie. Every other fucking scene in that scene is like him posing. It's like him posing from behind, him posing a 3/4 profile, him posing from in front. It's like, okay, we get it. You're statuesque. Moving on.
I don't know, but he made it that James Bond is a horrible person, and I got really happy.
He really is a horrible person.
he's like, there's a what are they called? Interview with him about the new James Bond movie. And they asked him like, how can guys be more like him or something like that? And he's like, don't be more like him. they're like, how's it working with because they had a new Bond girl. They're like, well, how's it working with an older Bond girl? You mean a Bond girl that's his age?
Yeah. Monica
So I
Bellucci.
I super appreciated him for that.
I gotta give credit to the new Bond film too, because I mean, using Monica Bellucci as a Bond girl, she is stunning. She has been since I first saw her in The Matrix and Brotherhood of the Wolf. She's an amazingly beautiful woman, and I'm kind of glad they're not having a creepy old dude just banging younger. I mean, the most glaring thing that always comes to mind is Pierce Brosnan and what's her face, Charlie
And
Sheen's
Miss
ex-wife,
Doubtfire. Yep. hmm
Denise Richards.
Denise Richards. Yes, yeah.
Well,
Pierce Brosnan
alright,
just going to town on Robin Williams' butt. Now, you were saying?
Wait, what?
No, Mrs. Doubtfire. Oh, it all comes back. It's all cyclical. You were saying? I'm sorry. Didn't mean to.
Oh my god.
Killed it. It's dead now.
No. I
Dead now.
bared it. I bared it like an old person giving sugar-free candy to young kids.
Just like it
There's
is
like
Doubtfire.
strawberries. Just like Mrs. Doubtfire with Pierce Brosnan just going to town. Cyclical.
Charlie, do you
One
want
big
to talk
circle.
about it?
I have no fucking idea what we're gonna. I just turned the phone with hashtag 119 tags and James Bond under. I just turned it towards the television to show you guys that I don't know what I'm gonna write down for tags, as if you guys are in the same fucking room as I am. It's
Oh shit! Was I not supposed to be watching you through the television today? You didn't tell me.
please don't. That's my biggest fear, man. This big blinky eye looking at me as I'm looking at it.
Oh, that's your Xbox.
No, that's the VCR. No, I'm talking about the big blinky eye. It's just.
Apparently, the Xbox is a VCR.
Well, have you seen
Same
the fucking
thing.
thing?
It's the biggest
Look at it.
VCR.
I know you can put VHSs in there.
Wait.
That's why
you
your
don't have a
Xbox doesn't
Kinect,
work.
so it doesn't have.
I was
enough.
gonna say.
Did you
I think we're-
Did you try to put a peanut butter and jelly sandwich into Craig's Xbox, and that's why it's not working?
College was an interesting time. You were saying, Reaper?
I was gonna say I think we're gliding over the fact that you actually still do have a VCR, though. I mean, I know this isn't a nostalgia podcast today, but
Oh, no. I'm just saying that, like, Craig and I both made the allegory that the Xbox One is roughly the size of an old VHS player.
yeah, this is
It's just
true.
like two bricks tied together with another brick. And no, I never tried to put a peanut butter and peanut butter and jelly sandwich in Craig's VCR slot. Okay, I never did that. So back off. God, kids these days with their questions.
No.
Speaking of movies,
Oh, geez.
Sentence
This should be
came out
amazing.
great. And Black Panther. Have you seen the trailer for Civil War?
Oh
have.
my God, yes.
He looks so cool. I
He
love.
really
Black
does look
Panther.
awesome.
Oh, I was so excited. I have no
People
idea
are
what
going-
that movie's gonna be about, but my favorite thing about that movie, though, is they're not fighting over a woman; they're fighting over Bucky, and it makes me really happy.
I used to be your friend too. Shut up.
Stop
Tony.
trying to murder the guy. You can try another way.
I should just stop wanting to see superheroes I like in movies.
Yeah, see, one of Craig's favorite superheroes is War Machine.
He's gonna be in He's in Civil War, though.
Oh
Yeah, he's
yeah,
in
he
it.
was in the trailer
Yeah.
with the arc
I'm-
reactor ripped out of
With
his
the-
chest and in Tony's
Passed out.
arms is maybe passed out. He could be fucking dead for all we know.
Yep. Just like Jets. Just like Jets. Mm-hmm.
I'm super stoked for it because I am a huge Captain America fan. I have been dying for this movie since like the first one.
I really
Super
like the
excited.
first two Captain America films.
The Captain America films have been top.
Absolutely.
They have. I mean, the first one is a hit or miss with a lot of people because they're like, oh, it's such a slow start. It's so
Well,
slow
yeah,
to
it's an
start. I'm like,
origin story. At least it's not the
Yeah, but-
5,000 origin stories we've seen before, though.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Probably they're rebooting Superman for the umpteenth time, and like, oh my God, no one knows how Superman was made. Like, bullshit.
Or Batman.
Well,
Oh,
actually-
Batman's parents are dead?
Yeah,
Fucking
but the
didn't know
cool thing,
that.
the one thing I
Sorry.
did actually really enjoy, the one thing I really did enjoy with Batman Begins though is you actually, for the first time ever, you actually did see a proper origin for him, because you actually saw the training and all that, and how he.
I'm not
built
gonna
it.
lie. I watched that movie once and fell asleep because I stopped caring because he never was Batman until like 5 minutes after the movie ended.
That's absolutely true.
I was
Yeah,
like,
it is.
I know this is probably great for fans, but I really don't care.
Hey, you missed
Strap.
the whole thing with Arnold Schwarzenegger playing Mr. Freeze then.
Yep. Mhm.
Jeez.
Yep.
But at least something was happening.
She's got a valid point. That was Batman all over the shop in in Batman and Robin.
Also, I had a
Actually-
huge crush on Robin, so that helped.
Had a huge crust on Robin. Disgusting. Should have that
You
looked
know what
at.
I'm talking about, Mrs. Mrs. Doubtfire and the other guy. So
Hot. Let's see.
Full circle. once more.
OTP.
I just smashed myself in the fucking noggin. Ooh, that hurt.
At least you didn't stab yourself in the leg again.
That's very true. Everything's going dark, but at least I didn't stab myself in the leg. Oh, wow, is that blood coming out of my eye? Interesting. Let's see.
Well, this is the dark nostalgic podcast.
We used to have those dark casts. We did indeed. Nobody knows about those though.
Oh
Dark casts that are
my.
basically now just a normal podcast.
Right? Okay, so a little inside baseball there, Griever. We used to do this podcast a long time ago. And for the first, I think, 30 of the 45 that were actually recorded, we decided we weren't going to swear.
It was a
Mhm.
clean podcast.
Yeah.
PG-13.
Right. And
I got yelled at a lot.
Dave got a little fucking heavy-handed too, because it got to the point where he started like dinging out hell. And I was like, come on! You can say that on cartoons now. And then finally we're just like, fuck it, I want to swear, because I'm so sick of like trying to tap dance around everything.
Fuck everybody else. It's our podcast.
And thank you. And I swear so much. And yeah, Heather used to be the worst though. Dave would have to. Yeah, I know. Dave would have to censor Heather the most. And
I could just
Man.
imagine it's an hour-long podcast. About 20 minutes of it is just bleeps.
It was hard, man. I'm so used to cussing in real life.
yeah, me too.
Oh, you think that's bad? Wait till you have kids. Holy crap!
Mm.
I've
Yeah,
never
you're
tried
funny.
to censor myself more. Since having children, I have been. Word here or there occasionally does slip, and of course, my son is now in that "let's repeat everything Daddy says" stage, which gets me in trouble a lot. But yeah, it's very hard to censor yourself sometimes. I know the struggle. The struggle is real.
Yeah, just do what my family did and just not have a censor. Just don't even worry about it.
Fuck it. You just tell them there's grown-up words and they're not allowed to say them.
Well, it's once they hit a certain age. At that point, it's like, it's to hell with it. At that point,
Craig turned out great.
See?
So here's a
Something
question.
happens, just call Greg. Greg.
Who's
Who's Greg?
That's me when I have a goatee.
Oh, okay. from the Mirror universe.
Yes.
If you ever see Craig with a goatee and me clean shaven, shit's gone terribly
Run away,
wrong
go.
in the universe. And get
shit's
help.
gone wrong. Run for your lives.
Just take them out, both of them. And if they're both wearing white, so help me God.
After Labor Day?
Yeah. Just get out of there and nuke the whole entire site from orbit. It's the only way to be sure. Anyway. That's from the movie Aliens, Heather.
Oh, thanks.
It's a
I had no idea.
sequel to Alien.
Oh my god, this was one of my favorite movies growing up.
It's pretty damn amazing.
It is. The director's cut's even cooler because it's got more alien explosion stuff in it.
And it's got the
Is
turrets
that
in
the
it.
one where the blood
Yeah.
is like spoiled milk or something?
No, it's
Acid, it's close enough.
It's
Spoiled milk, acid, same difference.
No, I meant
Yeah.
sorry.
Same
They used it.
things.
I read special effects stuff, and I think it was milk.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you were thinking of Alien Nation.
Well, okay.
Because aliens will get
Yes.
drunk off of spoiled milk.
Absolutely right. And I think she means the android blood. Because
Oh.
the androids bled white.
Yes.
Because there was
So-
one where they were talking about how one of them they left the milk out on accident, and the actor had to put it in his mouth, and he wasn't very happy.
Oh, that was bad. That was either Ian Holm or Lance Hendrickson.
That's
We had
because
to
he
do
didn't
that.
like the cornbread.
Well, that explains it was an older model. Sorry.
They always were a bit twitchy.
They always were a bit twitchy. That fucking line puts me away every time I watch it, just because it's so calm. Oh, that will explain it. They always were a little twitchy. The dude tried to kill everyone. That and the subtlest
Tried to
thing
kill
about
Ripley
Bishop,
with a rolled up newspaper.
right?
Bad
It's a little
dog.
twitchy.
Bad dog.
Bad dog.
I think one of the more subtle things that made me really like Bishop was when he was about to go through the tunnel and Vasquez hands him the handgun.
And he just
And
hands it right back to Ripley.
He takes it from her, looks at it, and then hands it over to Ripley on the other side of the thing. It's like, I can't use this. Oh man. Didn't stay at a goddamn synthetic on the ship. Sorry. God, that movie was good. Fucking A. I love the
was.
first one. The first one is like one of my top movies of all time. And the second one is a close second for me.
Yes.
I also like the first one because there was no redeeming qualities in any of the people on there. So you're okay with seeing them get eaten by an alien.
Yeah, this is true.
So Alien's the one with the chest burster, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you know that when they filmed that scene, the actors knew something was going to happen, but they didn't know what was going to happen?
Absolutely.
So when the thing came through his chest, it was just a rig that they had gotten up, and that people had no idea that was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I love
so
stories like
everyone-
that.
Yeah, everyone freaking out was all genuine.
Yep, happened
Veronica.
right after that joke about Pluto. That's what
I think we are Pluto. Just say, well, Harry, how can you tell? Because of the bark, you dummy. Anyway,
Oh no, not again.
again. Change my order to the soup. Good choice. So that was from a movie called Spaceballs, Heather.
Thank you.
It's a Mel Brooks comedy and a parody of sci-fi movies.
That's based
Star
off
Wars
that
and
one
stuff.
Star Wars movie, isn't it?
Yes, it was. You're
yes,
absolutely
several
right.
movies.
Several movies.
Yes. One
Baby Steps,
of
great.
his much finer, one of his better movies. Well, Mel Brooks never really
Yeah.
made a bad movie, but
Well, there was the cocaine years, which were good, and then there was no cocaine years, which were all right.
yeah, there were the years where it's the movies that will never, ever, ever be able to be remade, but will forever remain classics.
We have this discussion every day.
Ew.
Movies that top that list are like Blazing Saddles,
Oh,
Kentucky Fried
definitely.
Movie,
History of the World, Part 1.
History of the World Part 1. Yeah, John Landis made a truly wonderful classic that will never ever be remade with Kentucky Fried Movie.
Did he write that?
I believe so.
No, he just shot it out on the page.
Well, Jesus, Heather.
Is he here?
Damn. Yeah, he's here. He's right here. John, please, I'm so sorry. She does this sometimes. She's a little overacting.
It's Jesus.
I thought you were saying Abe Lincoln. And now it's the Mel Brooks cast.
That's Mel Brooks.
Nope, just directed, but still.
Just directed? Okay, well, still, yeah.
He was the guy behind the camera anyway, that the gorilla attacked.
And I believe he was also the guy where she said, "Show me your nuts." And he
That is correct. Good times.
These men don't know where they are and don't care. These men know who they are and care a little. This man is tough and ruthless. This man is rough and toothless. God. Oh, now I have to watch that too. I'm so sorry, Heather. Anyway. So.
I think Heather's
Whatevs.
homework is she's gonna have to watch all these movies.
I just see Heather with like a little steno pad writing down all the movie names. Like, all right, I gotta watch these so I can know what the hell these idiots are talking about.
and
Probably
now,
Star Wars.
now let's really get Heather upset. Heather, we talked about the Civil War trailer. Did you
Yes.
happen to see the Batman versus Superman trailer?
Nope, didn't care.
Because man, what a piece of shit that looks like.
Does it?
Oh yeah,
Well, Batman has a shotgun.
Batman has a shotgun.
Shotgun. Is he wearing hockey pads? What
No.
was it?
You dead. No. He wasn't wearing
Damn.
hockey
Where is
pads.
he?
Show me
Where's
the
Harvey
trailer.
Dent?
Can we trust him?
Does he still have his
But
big
no.
boy voice? It's important
It's a
for science.
Ben Affleck big boy voice. But Jesse Eisenberg looks like he auditioned for the Joker instead of Lex Luthor, and Zack Snyder just said, close enough, we'll put him in.
Yeah,
I feel like
basically.
that's that entire movies. Close enough.
Randall is apparently a
Close
fan of him though.
Of Batfleck or Jesse Eisenberg?
Eisenberg, right? Randall. He's typing.
He's
Yeah,
communicating with us telepathically.
Telepathetically.
Telepathically. Hakuna Matata. Suffer and succotash. But no, I mean, it just looks way too earnest. It looks way too... This is a very serious movie about two grown men running around in their underwear with capes on.
Really, I
And
really
it
didn't
just-
think it looked like Ernest Goes to Camp at all, actually.
Hey, Vern.
Hey, Ver.
They, of course, did the classic... This is the Star Wars Phantom Menace trailer, where they showed you the exact, like, any big reveal of the movie they showed in the trailer. Like, they also showed the main villain, who's Doomsday. Or to quote
Woo!
Max Landis, the Doomsday. And,
Oh, I would just like to point out right now, Doomsday
Yeah.
looked like shit.
he looked like an Uruk-hai.
Yeah, basically. Like, the Doomsday from Smallville looked better than that thing.
Yeah, and that was Sam Witwer.
Randall says hashtag spoiler alert.
Hashtag spoiler alert.
I'm sorry.
This
let
is
me
all
try
in the
that again.
trailer. It's already spoiled.
This is already spoiled. It's from the trailer.
Exactly. Stop quoting
Again.
Randall.
It's about
Okay,
two
okay.
grown men in tights and underwear outside their pants fighting each other, and DC's like, we have to make this serious.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it
and
looks
Just have
so,
fun with it.
so dark.
Wrestling does it much better. So
It really does.
Like, they just need to learn that they can make fun movies, and okay.
I absolutely agree, and it just. I watched that trailer and I was just like, okay, they're trying to take like 17 different story arcs throughout the history of
Thrown into one
DC
thing.
Comics and combine them together. And it's going to be a tremendous mess. Plus, you have Jeremy fucking Irons, the most evil fucking person in the world. I'm sure he's a nice guy in real life, but the motherfucker was Scar and Hans Gruber's older brother. And he's trying to play the lovable butler of Alfred. No, I don't buy it for a fucking second. I'm
I
waiting for,
loved
like-
Alfred in
Wait, I missed that
Tim
part.
Burton's.
Yeah, Jeremy Irons
Stuff.
is playing Alfred.
Oh my god.
He was super
Yeah.
cute.
What's that?
I said I loved the Alfred from forgot my thoughts process. Tim Burton's. He was super cute.
Oh, Michael
that
Goff.
is my wife's favorite version of Alfred as well.
He's awesome. I mean, that's my favorite Batman's, but that's because they're funny and they're not taking themselves seriously. They need to find the happy medium between those two.
Oh, fuck it, man. Go full Adam West again, because I absolutely
Right?
love Adam
At
West,
that
and we
point, you
should just
kind
bring it all back.
you kind of just need it at that point.
Well,
Yeah.
that's why I can't take any of it seriously because I watch Adam West all the time, and then I watched Tim Burton and whoever took over after that because I love Batman Forever, and so like
That would be Joel Schumacher.
Joel Schumacher. There you go.
Wait, you willingly admit that one?
Yeah, Batman and Robin was shitty, but I love Batman Forever.
Batman Forever, I will stand by that one.
Yeah,
Batman
it was
Forever
awesome.
was a fun fucking movie.
It's what it was. It was trying to be
As
fun.
Kevin
It
Smith has
accomplished
said
that.
multiple times, it really... Okay, so
Randall
it
also
lessened
loves that one forever.
Good.
well it lessened
Good taste there, sure.
it lessened the impact of Robin being his ward when Robin was almost as old as Batman. But
Yeah.
Chris O'Donnell with his darling bangle, um,
I love Chris O'Donnell.
at like 60 years old. Whenever
Yeah,
Kevin
he's just
Smith,
in TV shows.
whenever he would talk about Robin in that movie, he kept on getting older every time he talked about like, Robin is 50 years old in this scene.
To be
Think about the
fair, it's
impact if it
better
was
than
a
him
little
hanging
kid.
out with like a grown man hanging out with a 12-year-old kid.
That's true.
Yeah, if they went like kind of Tim Drake in that one, that would have been just weird.
Yeah. The studio execs can't have you putting a young kid in danger. Mm-mm-mm.
Well, that
Can't?
was the whole. That was
I've
kind
watched
of
a lot
like
of
the whole
Criminal
thing
Minds, you
with.
can't.
Wow, that
saying.
went dark. That went totally dark.
Well, kind of
I
going
want to go home now.
back to the childhoodness. Um, remember the Batman animated series on Fox?
Fuck yeah!
Yeah, the whole reason why Dick Grayson was so old when he was introduced was because the Fox executives did not want a young child being placed into danger, which is why Tim Drake did not actually appear until it got moved to the CW, or I'm
Mhm.
sorry, the WB network at that point, when it became The Adventures of Batman and Robin.
And that was awesome because Dick Grayson became Nightwing.
Yeah,
I'm like, wow.
and he was at least
This is
cool
amazing.
Nightwing, not like lame 70s Nightwing.
I think one of the best episodes of that entire series, every episode was amazing, but one of my favorites that always stands out is it was one of the crossovers. So Batman Bruce Wayne goes missing,
hmm
and Robin teams up with Superman to
And
try
he's
to
dressed
find
up
Bruce
as
Wayne.
Batman. I
It's
remember that
amazing.
episode. That is amazing.
It,
He's fighting Bane and he's like holding back.
yep.
And then he's just like, enough of this. And he cracks Bane and he goes flying like 50 feet. And he's like, what the?
One of my favorite parts of that is if, like, when they're sneaking around someplace, and Superman sounds like Batman, and Robin's like, "How do you do that?" He's like, "Oh, just amazing vocal control with my amazing muscle control with my vocal muscles. I can imitate pretty much everyone." And he says in Robin's voice, "I can even imitate you." And Robin stops dead in his track, turns around, and goes, "Never do that again." It's like totally creeped out by it. And they're
Remember-
both on the rooftop. They're about to take out the grapple guns, and Robin takes his out, and Batman reaches behind him, and he goes left. And then he reaches back behind him with his left arm and takes it out. Gordon's like, "What the hell's wrong with him?"
Remember the old, not really old, I guess, but the good Teen Titans cartoon? I love that cartoon.
Yes.
Teen Titans Go?
No.
Or before Teen Titans Go?
The good one.
The good one.
Look, I still watch Teen Titans Go. I think it's fucking amazing. It's hilarious.
Ugh,
Go is
But-
pretty okay. That's my Randall
goes
voice.
pretty okay.
I hope I don't sound that drab.
God? Jesus is here!
His name is Jesus.
Hi!
His name is Jesus.
Don't be racist.
You were racist before. Hey.
Some father issues there.
When and a special appearance by this is chock full of guest stars because we have Griever here tonight and we have Randall poking in from
To be
time
fair,
to time.
Randall's always here. but-
Phrasing.
Randall, aka the voice of God.
Randall is omnipresent in the podcast. I mean, he hears all and he sees all.
hmm
And he solves all. Ever use the solves all? They call it solves all because it solves through everything,
Including fingers.
That's
true.
what they say.
including fingers. That's disgusting.
Have you ever used those table saws that like once they contact like anything fleshy, it'll drop the blade. It'll grab the blade with its little teeth and drop it, so you don't cut your extremities off. They tested it in slow motion with a hot dog. And then the guy's like, yeah, this works really well, so he put his finger on it, and it worked fine. It's really cool. We had one of those at the prop shop. Fun story.
Sounds dangerous.
Sounds very dangerous. I'm so glad Ryan's
Actually, it's a
here.
safety precaution. It's fine. That's the point
If
of it.
it fails, it's going to be very dangerous.
Just seeing a hot dog, I'd say fuck that.
Yeah, right?
Don't
Hot
fuck
dog
the
gets shredded.
hot dog.
Just imagine what else gets shredded that looks like a hot dog.
Like a peen.
Ugh. Yeah.
See,
Why
I
would you put
said
that
it.
up there?
Everybody was, well, you know, sometimes you get lonely when you're doing some woodworking.
Because you're fucking the hot dog? I don't understand.
No.
Stop putting your
on
dick
the
in
table.
things.
Oh no, it has to go in the freezer first.
Exactly.
Hot dog or meat?
Or else it breaks.
Which one?
See, this is what happens when I come on the podcast. Shit breaks and derails.
Stop coming
This is
on the
all
podcast. I mean, you're always welcome to pop in and out of the podcast. Vigorously, if you
You
wish.
got quiet on that one.
Yeah, there's normally just a lot of copyright music going on. Including but not limited to Peppa the Pig, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, and PJ Masks.
Oh my god, I hate Peppa the Pig.
Hey, I just found out something about Peppa the Pig.
It's a pig.
There's a banned episode of Peppa the Pig.
Oh?
What?
It takes place in Australia, and there was an episode where Peppa makes friends with a spider, and the moral of the story is, even though the spider's different than the pig, it's okay to be friends with them. And while it's a very nice message of diversity, at the same time, they were telling children in a nation where every single living organism that is not human, and including human, wants to kill you and has some of the most poisonous spiders in the world, that it's okay to go up to a spider because, as they said in the episode, it won't hurt you, and play with spiders.
Okay, I can see why that was banned now.
So the episode got banned.
No kid's gonna
Yeah.
play with spiders because of this show. All
You
kids
You're
don't
are.
about
know
to say
kids very
stupid
well.
pig, weren't you? You're about to insult Peppa the Pig, weren't you?
I said
I think you
because
were.
kids are wimps, but I mean, sure. I insulted the TV show.
I started playing with spiders because of Spider-Man. I wanted to be radioactive too.
I think everybody wanted to be radioactive.
Well,
you
you're not from
weren't playing
Japan,
with
then, are you?
You weren't. Oh man, that went dark. Damn.
Well, it means
girl.
different things.
Oh,
true.
girl.
Holy shit, I just got
thing.
that.
No. Yeah, right. Me too.
Welcome to
And
the party.
God damn.
yeah. Oh. And we lost the contingency of our Japanese listeners.
You guys want to go start talking? Keep talking about the penises now. We can go back to that now.
Man, I feel
Wait, we
bad for
stopped?
someone who skips around this episode.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well,
I know
like,
we're having a simple discussion, and now the rails are gone. We leapt off the track, or going straight downhill, probably to hell.
Wait, we were on a track?
All aboard!
Sometimes. Choo choo.
We would like to thank Hydrogen for sponsoring this podcast.
Oh God! Stop it. This line of no, stop.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Good night, everybody.
Ah, fuck. I mean, he was here for 5 seconds.
No, it was more than that, Charlie.
Crashing this trolley with absolutely no survivors. That was another throwback. We used to in the old podcasts, we used to have the Team D.B.A.H headquarters that Heather actually made in Minecraft, and in this fictional world, Bane lived next door to us, and it was like Mr. Bane's neighborhood. And I think Jake coined the phrase of, when you enter the land of make-believe, then you have my permission to dream. And, crashing this trolley with absolutely no survivors. And it was a running joke for a while. And Craig would regularly be Mr. Bane and come on with his mug.
I'll have to find the mug again.
Oh my god. You know what? I'm actually very glad you did that voice, because when my friend Andrew listens to this, because he hates when I do the Bane voice into anything, he's just going to be like, God damn it, how'd they work this into that?
What's his name again?
Andrew.
Andrew, thank you so much for watching the podcast. Even though it's not.
Stop watching us.
I'm not doing that. Griefer, stop fucking our stees.
I don't know what you said, but my brain made something else up.
I'm not good. Look, I heard your last joke you made. I'm not going to ask you what your brain made up. Jesus. Sweet Mother Mary with the static. All right.
God.
Well, actually, this nostalgia train, which has derailed and flipped off the track there, it seems that we crashed right into the end of the episode.
Boo. Hiss.
I know.
I was saying boo earns.
Boo Radley.
I'd like to thank Craig for being on the episode.
Oh, thank you for being you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'd like to thank Heather for being on the episode tonight.
That was an adventure from start to finish.
It really was. And I'd like to thank Randall for being on the episode tonight. Thank you very much, Randall.
Hey, no problem. And if you like StarCraft, you should pay attention to Team D.B.A.H's YouTube page.
That would be youtube.com/Team D.B.A.H. You should probably watch it because something's going up pretty soon if you like StarCraft.
There's other things coming.
Oh, yes, there are.
It's not Charlie, but...
Ah, wow.
You could be.
Randall will make it happen.
You and the captain make it happen. Anyway, and most of all, I would love to thank Griever2112 for coming on the podcast.
Phrasing.
For being a guest on the podcast tonight. Thank you very much, Griever.
Thank you very much for having me, Charlie. This was everything I was hoping for, and then some.
And then some, man, because it's... to quote Dave Chappelle, don't bring your kids. Let them get a little older before they listen to Daddy on the podcast. And one more time, plug your channel.
The channel is youtube.com/thegriever2112.
Check it out, guys, if you like awesome Nerf weapons, the mods, the reviews. Awesome. I've watched plenty of his videos. They're fucking fantastic, so please check it out.
Oh, thank you for that.
No problem.
I do try and post often, but I do hit lulls, so just always bear with me. Life happens. I have kids.
He hits lulls just for the lulls. Daddy time. Sorry. I was doing jazz hands when I did that. I think you guys can see it. Yes, Heather.
Nothing.
Oh, holy shit. Hey, guys. Sorry to derail at the end of the thing. Did you, have you been on 4-Star, Team 4-Star lately?
Oh my god, with the fucking videos getting flagged?
Yeah.
Holy shit, late breaking news. As Randall just said, Team 4-Star, who is one of our favorite fucking channels, they do Dragon Ball Z Abridged and Hellsing Abridged and Attack on Titan Abridged. Dude, a bunch of their fucking videos, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, just got flagged for content. And they're trying to fix it and get everything back up, but just good luck to Team 4-Star. We love you guys. We hope everything gets resolved, and we hope your videos go up. And they were telling people on their video, if you want to watch their videos, go to team4star.com to watch the videos because everything is up there and everything is still available. So, public service announcement for Team 4-Star. We love you guys. If you'd like to be on the podcast at any time, please just reach out to any of us at, Team D.B.A.H. Definitely have you on here.
That's why it's a good thing to host your own videos.
Yeah, super good luck on their side. Because, yeah, they would be fucked.
That's a lesson to everybody. Host your own videos, too. I'm pointing at
Copyright
you.
strikes suck.
I'm pointing at you, Brian. Yeah. Right there. Yeah,
Finger?
host your own videos. Okay. Got my eye on you, Brian.
Singer?
No. But right now,
No.
some Brian out there listening is going to freak the fuck out. Anyway.
That dude's super high.
Super! I mean, shit. Anywho. Thank you very much, folks, for listening to the official Team D.B.A.H. podcast. If you like what you hear, please remember to click subscribe. And, of course, leave a review on iTunes. Or tell us what you think right there on the site. What site are you asking? Right over at teamdeba.com, of course, where you can find such things as this podcast, which is available on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and Player FM. And also, while you're over there, you can follow that link right on top there and subscribe to audible.com, and you get 2 free books if you sign up through us. It's kind of our way of saying thank you. Actually, no, it's not. It's just a cool bonus that's on the thing if you click it. But it's 2 free books as opposed to 1. Try finding that on another website. Please don't, because that will take you away from teamdeba.com. Anyway, regardless, getting back on track. Yeah, our podcast that comes out every Thursday with a rotating cast, as you can hear, of awesome people. We have the pull list that happens every Wednesday, where Jake tells you what comic books you should be reading for the week. And, of course, we have the monthly Loot Crate reviews from Jamie. And don't forget, you get a video 5 days a week over at youtube.com/teamdeba, where we have a shit ton of people producing a shit ton of videos. There's pretty much something for everyone, and it's only going to get better at the start of the new year. So, a couple series are wrapping up now. Might take a little bit of a break between these series endings and the new series coming up, but you guys are going to love 2016 if you love the Team D.B.A.H. videos. And if you like them, remember, click subscribe, like them, and tell your friends all about youtube.com/teamdeba. And of course, while you're at youtube.com, if you're over at teamdeba.com, remember to click the store link to visit our store over at cafepress.com/teamdeba to check out our merch. So thank you very much for your continued love and downloads, folks. I have been Charlie Danger 82. This has been the official Team D.B.A.H. podcast number 119. Until next week, please remember, don't be a hero. Good night.